Hello ladies, gentlemen, and others. My name is Dan, the voice behind that Kaito Dan, and welcome to my reaction / discussion for the second annual RWBY Oscars, our big fan-hosted and fan-voted event celebrating the end of Volume 8 as well as the hard work put in by the RWBY. We are finally here after weeks of preparation, voting, calculating, and even more weeks of editing, but we are finally here with the premiere unveiling of who's won each of the award categories. So we're finally here after a few delays. And on that note, I want to get straight off and say, give massive love to Arnold and Cal for their hard work in getting this whole event put together and out for you guys in the best quality possible. Especially with recent weeks, poor Arnold and Cal have been struggling big time with some technical issues with the actual video. It has been an absolute trial for them. We were supposed to have it like a few weeks ago, but technical issues are a thing. And again, just massive love for everything that they've done for this entire event. And also, thank you for bringing me on board as one of this year's award hosts. It was such a fun experience doing all the scripting and recording for my bits, and just giving my best out there for you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing it in the finished version as well as all the other hosts. And again, just massive love to Arnold and Cal and all my other award host comrades in this. And I hope you guys all enjoy it. And this is just going to be my highlights of the full event. So please go check out the full video. It should be out on Klaxon's channel right now by the time you're seeing this. Please go support the full version so you get the full experience of all the winners and the nominees, all the award hosts, and just give all the appreciation that is needed to the hard work that's going on behind the scenes. But yeah, I'm going to be going through and just reacting to it, giving my comments on the winners, who's nominated, who I nominated for, and who I think maybe could have won it other than the ones who actually did. And yeah, we're just going to have a little bit of fun with this. So yeah, nothing else to say, but let the show begin. Okay, all set to go. Here we go then. 3, 2, 1...
Greetings and salutations.
Arnold and Cal! Oh my god, they look so good. Oh wow, Remnant's power couple, eh? I mean, that's accurate. They look so good. Oh my god, I feel underdressed already with my outfits.
And I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who joined in making this.
Thank you, Arnold and Cal, for bringing me and so many of the others on. We are so respectful of what you guys have done for this event, and thank you so much for bringing us on board. It's easily the biggest thing I've been involved with as a content creator, and it's one of my most favorite things. That too, maybe.
Speaking of which, since we aren't going to split the revenue 25 different ways, we decided to donate revenue, super chats, etc.
Oh, that's cool! I like that! And Extra Life is a fantastic organization to help out. Of course, they work alongside Rooster Teeth for like their streams and stuff. So yeah, I'm all for that. Massive props. Oh, of course, the flipping kick-ass intro. I'll put on screen who edited the graphics and who did the music for this. Fantastic job with this. Flippin' love it. Woo! Oscar! Let's go! Oh my god, here we go. Let's get into this.
Hello everyone.
Raijin! A rising creator in the fandom. And true, on brand.
For those of you who aren't
he looks so sharp as well, dude.
Been in the fandom since about the very beginning.
I like the is that like a Zelda, the Zelda wing emblem on your pocket there? Like the tie as well.
At least in the form of YouTube videos.
And obviously, every creator that you see in this, go check them out on their channels. Go support them. They're all fantastic people. Yeah, just go give them some love. They deserve it. Especially everyone who is like maybe unfamiliar to you. Best environment. Okay, who did I go for? with that.
The final product that the characters
I went with the central location. The central location. Yeah, again, I love the golden effects. I love, again, just how unnatural it feels to the world of RWBY. I love the flicker effects that is constant as well, with everything going on, with all the fights, all the different crowds and that. And it just looks so beautiful as well. I really loved it. Guardrails not included. That is the one flaw in it, isn't it? Oh yeah, the end credits. Nice place you got here. I forgot as well. Arnold gets very funny, very creative with his little subtitle gags. So it's going to be fun to see all of them. But yeah, this is a beautiful location as well. That might win it just because it's like so striking. Monstro though. This didn't happen in Pinocchio. No, it did not. But it looked flippin' awesome. It's finally getting to explore the inside of the whale. Just how the bone structures worked into like furniture and the doors and stuff like that. It is so creepy, and it's the fact that it's a living environment as well. That's the thing as well.
Schnee Manor.
The Schnee Manor. The new Volume 5 house. I mean, it kinda is, I guess. It's the one we spent the most time in. And it is a beautiful house, and it's a shame that it's now currently uninhabitable, I guess I can say for the moment. It is a beautifully designed place. The Winterfall and the Flowerfield, so they combined it. Where's my Winter Wonderland crew be? Well, maybe they're just going for the opposite effect of where they're based in. Like, we're not getting a Winter Wonderland because that's outside. But this was also beautiful as well. All the grass effects. It's just so beautiful. First one is Monstra! You know what? I got no fault with that at all. Again, I love the fact that it's a living environment. How the bone structure works into the room. It is a intensely grotesque and like dark location, which is just perfect for Salem's Hold. But yeah, first one, you know what? I got no complaints with that one at all. Again, I went for the central location, but we were spoiled with some very striking new locations. Hey!
My name is Larissa, and I'm Shinu.
Oh, they look so good. Is that like supposed to be like a Velvet cosplay you got there going? Remnant's dynamic streaming duo. Pinpoint. For sure. We had so many, like every single category's got like so many good nominations in them. Again, this one was my I'm a slut for lighting Murder of Birds. I think he did say that, I remember, in like one of his live streams. Don't make light of this situation. I'm the one who does all the puns here, Arnold. This was so good. It's like pinpoint, chilling lighting that just tells you all you need to know about Ironwood's situation right now. Yeah, the pulsing light through this. Are they inhaling monstrous ashes? I think they might have, which is a bit gross. But yeah, just seeing the light bursting through all the dust and the clouds. It feels very somber and tragic, especially with the belief that they think that the kids are dead. Penny overlooking Atlas. I can see my house from here. Penny, maybe. Yeah, this was like a very chilled, very calming lighting, especially with that shot there of the sky. It feels very somber, which is, again, fitting for the moment. Tundra. I think this could be a hot favorite, especially with, again, like what Raijin was saying with the lighting on the characters or the panning shots. Jean just wanted to watch the sunset. It's a good sunset! This is the shot that he was talking about. You see the whole background and the whole model of the set, but you also got the lighting bearing down on them, and it's very dark, very brooding, very... It's like, as the sun sets, it's almost like the sun setting on these guys' hopes and positivity. Which is, again, fitting lighting. The lighting for this volume has been superb. And this is fantastic as well. Again, dark, very emotive lighting. She really has a fireplace. She does, actually. Yeah, I never... I never really processed the fact that she's got a fireplace in a bedroom. I guess some people can sleep through the smell of burning wood, or something like that. I never really processed that, actually.
And the Ozcar for best lighting
And the winner goes to...
Nuke Aftermath.
The Nuke! Okay!
Congratulations to
I didn't go with that one. Again, I went for the Ironwoods argument, but just look at that shot by itself. That is a very striking use of lighting there. Wow, I thought it could have been either Ironwood's Ultimatum or the Tundra. Nuke Aftermath. Yeah, Ironwood's one, it was like very close, it seems. The Tundra is the third. Yeah, it was between those three. And I'm glad that at least Ironwood came second, because I think that was such a striking one as well. Yeah, very good stuff. Erin! Oh! And she's going to be a junior animator for this volume. And she's put out that little tweet teasing how awesome Volume 9 is going to be, which is so frustrating that it's so far away, but so near as well. And again, massive congratulations to Erin on becoming a junior animator. She's so fantastic, a valued member of this community, and it's so rewarding and so pleasing to see her take that next step up in her career. Fantastic stuff there. I'm glad that she's going to be involved for this little celebration. Visual effects. What was my one? The Nuke. I think that might be the hot favorite there. I think between, like, what was it, the other one I went for? Winter Maiden. Yeah, I think the Nuke's probably going to be the favorite. Ooh, actually, like, the death. I wonder if that's, like, I guess since, like, either the Nuke or Monster's death, it counts. Unless it's, like, the actual, like, dissolving effects. Captain Ahab would be proud. Fry my eyeballs with those sweet VFX. But yeah, that is good as well. It's, like, so... You see the size of all the dust as well. Just to understand how big that blast was and all the destruction. This was awesome as well, seeing Nora channel so much energy to the point it created that look. And I'm so glad that she's keeping the scars, at least for the time being, because it's such a fitting detail to her character at this point with her arc.
The Nuke.
Oh, no, yeah, the Nuke is a separate thing. Code Black! I repeat, Code Black! I love the fact that we hung on this moment. It was like, we didn't know what it was. Then cut to next episode, and bang! It was so unexpected, just the size of the blast and what it actually did. But it was damn effective. The anime slash! RWBY is now an anime confirmed. And slice! So cool, and such a kick-ass way to end that fight. Powerful and visually striking. This was my second place one, because I love the fact that we see a new Maiden activation power, but other than the eyes, Winter's look is vastly different to everyone else. We've seen Penny and Cinder both have like fire when they fly, but I love the fact that Winter's is a snowy tornado, which feels very more fitting to her, and I'm glad that we got a bit more of a mix-up with the elements.
And the Oscar for best visual.
She's got a gold envelope as well, going full on for this. And who wins this one?
The Nuke.
Yeah, it had to be the Nuke. Again, that was such a striking way to start off that episode as well. Especially with like the little flashing lights warning we had beforehand. And one of my favorite bits is this bit here, where you see the light dissolving past the models of the characters. That alone tells you just how strong that blast was, that it encompasses everyone and turns them into silhouettes. And obviously you see it striking into the city. It's easily one of the most impressive VFX usage in the entire series. Yeah, a lot of votes for that, not surprised. And Winter Maiden was second. I'm glad with that.
Sal,
Hey! Taylor, what are you doing here? I don't think I knew she was going to be a host.
I'm a voice actor, a 3D artist, and
oh my god, Taylor!
and a nerd.
Damn,
Was RWBY for
one
the
of the best
first few
nerds
seasons
out
of
there.
RWBY, where I made 3D assets, I did art direction and environments. You know who made Nora's pancakes? I did. Torchwick's cane and hat and cigar.
She was like a big part of like the early on animations and stuff like that.
Weapons. Suns, nunchucks,
Love her energy. She is so charming to watch, and obviously go check her out on her channel Simply Better with the Beta Fish. She is so charming to watch. Go check her out. I did not expect to see her in this. These are the nominees. I went for no, stop staring at his. It's a good looking ass. Yeah, pay your artists with money, not exposure. I went for the Vacuo Desert because it looked almost like a movie poster. But this is awesome as well. Like you see the darkness and like the size of the throne room. This looked like a movie poster as well. Rip the gravity. Yeah, at least they were good for that set piece. That was cool. Oh, and this is so fitted with Taylor doing the reading for this. What could possibly go wrong? Everything.
Silver-eyed faunus.
Ugh, that is such a gross design. You feel so sorry for the guy. It's like, you can't imagine what he's gone through.
And the Oscars.
So, Vacuo Desert wasn't in the top 5. Ooh. So who does it go to?
Penny over.
Hey! Penny Overlook. Fantastic. It was fate for Taylor to give out this award for one of Penny's most important and emotional moments, captured beautifully with that concept art. She feels so small, but she's overlooking both the people that she's longed to protect and the source of her outreach to the world and her family as well.
This small pause who stops.
Voting was spread quite a lot. Gave you so many good options. Vacuo was like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 7. I think it was 7th place, which is fine. I can accept that.
Thanks so much to Arnold.
Thank you, Taylor. Oh my god, much love to you. It's kind of sad that it seems like we're done with you now, but oh my god.
Today I have the honor.
Much love to you, Taylor, and much love to you, Stardust.
Let me introduce myself.
Look at striking as hell outfit. I'm gonna look so bummed compared to everyone else's like really stylish and beautiful looks.
It's been amazing to take part of the community.
I'm so glad that Stardust is finally caught up and able to be involved with the present day events as a fan with all of us. Emerald's outfit. Cinder does not deserve you, honey. Damn right she doesn't. This was a really good one. I think it's my favorite out of the 3 there.
Hazel.
But then Hazel's looked badass as well. It took me a time to get used to the haircut. This man's sides have abs. Sheesh. Yeah, look at the flippin' abs on that dude. Mercury's. It's a shame that we only got him for like a very small bit, but I'm looking forward to seeing what happens to him next, especially after everything that happened here, and him going to Vacuo with Tyrion. And by the way, I look at his outfit and I just think Action Man. He looks like he's wearing Action Man, especially with like the color scheme. It might be a little bit too hot for him to wear in the desert. Nora Scars, again, I love the fact that she's keeping them now because it feels so thin to her character of trying to find who she is behind the strength and electrocuting herself. You wouldn't know I got these scars. I went for Winter's outfit, by the way. And speaking of which, yep, big Mass Effect N7. Yeah, it does look like the N7 armor, especially with the color scheme. But one of my favorite bits about it is the bracer and how that symbolizes that she's pushing herself through her recent injuries to get back into action, even when she might not be ready for it.
For best redesign goes to.
Who wins it? Who wins it?
Winter.
Yes, Winter. Again, I just love the fact that she's armed herself for fighting, but she's almost like armored herself to the point of trying to make herself move. Because when she first got hurt, she could barely like clutch her hand fully. But here she is, like barely even a day or a week later, getting back in action, whether she wants to or not. And I think that's perfectly encompassed by the bracers.
Redesign took one of the coolest characters and made her even cooler.
Damn right. Very even spread again. Emerald's outfit came second. No complaints there.
Thank you, RWBY, for working so hard on something that so many people toss to the side and forget. Character design is one of the best ways to show character.
Big part, and I can't wait to see so many RWBY cosplays in person the next time we can go to a con.
Congratulations again to our winner.
Much love, Stardust.
Good day, everybody.
Hey, Callan Hunter! So, you know what this one is? It's time for the merch. Looking very stylish. I love the flower crown, Hunter. That's beautiful. You both fit so perfect together with your looks. Fairy tale princess and like the very nice and sweet flower crown. Hands. I did kind of like find myself going a lot with the hands in my recordings as well. I don't know what to do with my hands. Action figure. Oh yeah, these were like the first bits put out for the volume. The badges. God. Raise a glass to Team RWBY. Something we can drink from every day. And that was awesome as well, especially that Nora art. Fantastic look. I love the fact that we blended metal with RWBY. It works so well. I love the use of the inside colors here for the glasses and with the weapons as well.
The junior
Finally got some more Iron Lee art, and for characters that hasn't had one in ages, like Oscar, the Salem one was flipping the smoking hot. I can't deny. And who wins?
The junior Salem.
It is the Iron Lee art. Again, I think a lot of that comes down to the fact that we got Iron Lee art, which is always a treat, and they look so good on the wall scrolls as well. And that Salem art, again, fantastic. Seeing one for Oscar as well, and Penny, it kind of came a little bit tragically in the end, but I think that was a more deserving winner there.
No surprise that the Iron Lee collection took
Yeah.
the crown this year. The wall scrolls.
Love the art, and I hope we get some more stuff like that in the future with some more characters who have been dying for Iron Lee art. I can't wait to see new Iron Lee art for Team Coffee someday, please. It's gonna be interesting with whatever like settings we get for Volume 9.
Or Blake Belladonna Fish Fillet Night, an alternative reality tropical beach survival.
I actually wouldn't mind any of that. That's actually good stuff. Hey, Keisha!
See you all. I'm Katie.
I'm Megan.
I had a little bit of a lag there. Keisha and Megan.
That's RWBY. That's all things Rooster Teeth.
Love these guys, and go check out their podcast. Good stuff.
Memes.
Oh, the memes. Oh, I know what this one I went for. It was the before after RWBY, the one that I kind of had a little bit of a part in myself. But we had some good memes making light of a lot of the dark stuff that happened this volume, and we kind of needed it. I like the fact that we're involving some more fandom awards as well, so it's not just related to just the series, but we stretched out again to like the merch, the memes, really good stuff there. Before after RWBY, is my one in there? I think I did, yeah, there's my Oscar! And there's my Ren! I did those too. By the way, big shout out to Keith Montalvo, by the way, who not only did the start of Before and After RWBY, but did the thumbnail for this award show. Go check him out. It'll be linked in the description. Fantastic artist. If you got your OCs, you can get them from him. Oh, and yep, Bill. Poor dude. Though I am glad that he's not actually Velvet's dad, as some people were misbelieving.
Remnant's Chew Toy.
Remnant's Chew Toy. Oh god. See, this is what I meant by making light of the dark stuff going on. Poor boy. He was in for the ringer this volume, Oscar. What's my... I'm not reading that.
Team Arcos.
You can do
I know what this one is.
this one thing.
Yeah. The team that stays together, slays together. Wah, ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. God damn it.
Weiss ejected.
We laugh through the pain. Snow White's looking pretty sus. I think this one might win, because not only is like Among Us like the big thing,
And the
it's
winner
what
is
everyone was laughing at and thinking of.
Weiss ejected.
Yep, it had to be. Again, it was so perfect. It was like the match made in heaven of a meme. It was funny by itself, the moment. Even more funny with this imposter bit.
This.
God damn
I
it.
love this meme so much.
Same,
Oh my
exactly,
God.
yeah.
11 seconds of just laughing.
But before and after came in fifth. I'm glad with that. I'm glad that got more than enough votes. I really enjoyed being a part of that with my creations.
Like, it's the sort of thing where it's...
Again, definitely, yeah.
And
Hey!
hello. Thanks for letting us
Damn,
join you guys.
everyone's showing me up in the fashion now.
Indeed, welcome to
Musicians
the
and
Oscars,
gamers
guys.
creating awesome
We're
stuff.
super pumped
Top
to be
guys,
here.
all of them
A little bit
involved
about Stars and
with Sirs and Madams.
We do a lot of reactions to RWBY 10 plus years.
I love the
After,
the
so-
caffeine cover they did
Your family
recently.
aspect of it, it's just
Really
like
enjoyed
about
that,
the
obviously as a
attitude,
coffee
part
fan
of
and a
the
Velvet fan.
we've all-
But go check them out. Fantastic musicians. They got a lot of awesome covers, I'm sure, in the works.
We know you
I'm
like
sure they'll
stuff.
do a lot of stuff when the OST comes out.
Yeah, the other thing
with
that
the
we
full
do, I think,
songs.
on our channel,
So what was my pick?
strong and hit stuff.
This was a good one. Nora's Bop on the Head song. Great energy for the fight itself, and also great theming going on with Nora's arc. I think I went for... Oh, yeah, I know what I went for. It was Friend. I think that's probably going to be the favorite because of the weight and context behind it, and also just how beautiful a song it was. for every life. Alongside, sometimes it's worth it all to risk the fall. I can't do it better than Arnold does with his intro medley. And also I have voice cracks sometimes.
Friend.
Yeah, this was such a beautiful song, and it broke my heart even more after the episode. The art, by the way, for it, fantastic by AG Nonsuch. And it's so perfectly encompassing who Penny is as a character over the years, not just in Volume 8. Her bond with Ruby, of course, and her dreams of wanting to just be seen and valued for who she is, and not the weapon, not the power, not the maiden. Sky is falling, great energy for a fast-paced chase moment. A lot of head bopping going on for it. I can't wait to get these full songs. But I think Friend is going to be the front runner because of the context. We got a full version of it, which kind of helps it a little bit as well.
The truth.
This one was good. I would have gone for this because it's so unnatural. It's like a stage musical and so mean-spirited and like abusive and overpowering, which is perfect for Cinder's past there. You can't handle the truth! Just read the text there. And it gets louder and louder and more tense as you feel almost as swamped as Cinder was.
And the winner is...
What is it?
Friend!
Yeah, it had to be Friend. Ways make you feel this warm. Oh, again, such a beautiful song for a beautiful character. Pure and true. So sincere. Call me friend. You couldn't get a better song to encompass who Penny was as a character. And it's a perfect serenade to who she was before we sadly move on and no longer have her in our lives, which is a shame. And the lyrics are just so perfect with all the callbacks. Yes, we'll miss you, Penny. Such an endearing character. She's really come and grown over the years, especially in the Atlas arc. And again, what a perfect way to send her off with a smile and some tears. For Every Life came second. Interesting. I like that. Good for the intro to get that close. Oh, that's good. Oh my god.
My name is Dan, the voice behind that Kaito Dan.
Monty loves watching his videos. Arnold!
So much to Arnold and Cal.
Oh no!
This year's Oscar Award hosts.
Oh my god, it's so weird seeing me in this. I had so much fun though scripting for this. I've got 4 awards to give out. You're gonna hate me by the end of this. But oh my god, I had so much fun working on this. I wanted to give it the most professional I could because I really am respectful for the voice acting profession as a whole, not just in RWBY. And I wanted to do right by every single person that was nominated, everyone who won, and just the whole voice acting as a whole, especially with this year being so difficult to voice actors in general. Flippin' Arnold! I guess that explains why you retweeted that tweet of Monty's about my videos.
And from Volume 2 onwards, I've been making several RWBY content.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to get emotional seeing me in this, and
news updates and much more.
just seeing me as a bit of a goober. I look so weird in smart clothes.
Anything else that I have a fancy in, like
and obviously, like we've got my backdrop here as well.
But today, I'm here to present a few voice acting awards.
This was entertaining to be involved with, and I'm really enjoying being a part of it.
Limited to just one part of your body to bring to life several.
This was again, it was tough to do the scripting and then try and read it off the script because I don't usually do videos scripted. The only time I really do is for reviews, but you don't see me on camera for that, so I can work around it easier. But you're seeing me in person reading from a script, which is tough. I haven't done that since I did acting classes in uni and college. But I had a lot of fun, and it was also tough to try and make it fresh for each category.
There is a massive amount of talent in this long list of voiceover stars.
It's weird. I'm reacting to me. I'm not supposed to be doing this normally.
Christopher Sabat.
Okay, so best actor in a supporting role. Who did I vote for this? I was so focused on what I was doing myself that I was Okay, so I voted for Mick in this. Mick Flowers, Marrow. But I think Chris Sabat might be a hot contender. He was also my second place one. The best Geppetto we could ask for. This was a great moment for him.
I don't care about the big picture. I care about my daughter.
And you feel it as well. You feel how genuine he is, so concerned about Penny and losing her again. Which makes me feel so bad that she is lost. And I can't wait to see how Pietro reacted to that whenever he finds out, if we see him react to that. Of course, this was another volume with Jason Liebrecht now as Crow, and he had a lot more like deeper emotional stuff compared to last volume, where we kind of got him like at his best and like very positive mood, and then crushed by the end afterwards. So this is the first time seeing him in the more deeper emotional turmoil of Crow, and he done so well with it as well. Feels so broken, but it's so perfect. Yep, here's my pick. Because I love the fact that he balances so well comedic edge and also this kind of stuff here with the anguish in his voice. Like he's starting to really regret his position, and then that evolves into anger here. And I think Mick does a fantastic job covering all those bases, which is not easy to do for someone that you imagine is more light-hearted and comedic. He's very positive and happy, and here he is so broken as well. And Shannon's always awesome. Did a fantastic job again. And again, we did miss hearing you after so long. And he was so integral to Oscar's role in this volume as well, where he started to build more of a bridge with the guy again.
But you've done so much already.
And also he does well with the narration on the Fairy Tales of Remnant. Go check that out. Oh my god, my handwriting. I did that last minute as well. I completely forgot to draw the envelope.
Chris Sabat as Dr. Arthur.
I got a very bad chicken scratch when I'm in a rush.
I said I had Penny under control.
But yeah, I think that was a more than deserving winner. So many great options in each of the categories, but Christopher really went big with his performance in this volume, especially for this moment, where I think it's like the standout performance for him in general, and I think it's like the biggest reason why a lot of people voted for him. As I'll explain here, well, I'll cut through because I'm trying to get highlights, but again, if you've seen my full detailing of this, Mick King second, but yeah, as I'll say in this, you'll know why I think he's so good with bringing out that charisma in this.
Chris Sabat more than deserved to win it himself.
But yeah, really good job by Chris.
Given the last
Oh, I forgot. I did sneak a little pun in there.
Over the whole volume.
By the way, take a shot every time I say massively. Welcome back for a second category, Dad. Thank you. Yeah, take a shot every time I say massively, especially in like the winner discussion bits. I say that a little bit too much, but that's what happens when I do unscripted bits and I'm just rambling off the shot.
These are the nominees.
So these are the voice actress in a supporting role. I think I went for... Who did I go for? I went for Caden. I think Caden had a fantastic performance, really bring to life such a very small role, but making her so layered, so emotionally engaging, where you feel invested in her character and her emotions and reasonings. But Daenerys as well had a fantastic performance, especially towards the end with that scream, which is going to linger in my mind for a while. Ellen had a fantastic performance as well. This moment was so big for her character and her relationship with Ruby. And it feels so sincere, and you can genuinely hear in Aaron's voice how Blake does really respect and value Ruby's role as a leader despite her age. Barbara knocked it out of the park as well, especially here and in the moment with Ruby on the stairs. She kept herself strong so much throughout this volume, up until that fragility moment of breaking with Ruby, and Barbara just absolutely killed it. Just in that moment there, you could feel all the pain that she's kind of bottled up over the years. Kara, fantastic job as well. It's nice to see her so, like, focused and stable. Out of the 4 girls, she's probably the one that had the most stable emotions for the most part until we get into the stuff with protecting Willow and Whitley. And it's always nice to hear Kara's go a little bit tsundere. Yeah, Kaden, fantastic performance from her. She's really made May such a bigger character than her actual impact is because of her performance. And yes, May spelled backward does spell yam.
And the Oscar for Best Voice Actress in a Supporting Role goes to...
Again, my handwriting,
Aaron Zek as Blake Belladonna. Congratulations.
Yeah, she did win it. And, oh god, I was just about to bring up, I love the fact that you can actually see her voice acting through this clip that I think it was RWBY, the online, the Twitter, put out to show a little behind the scenes. And she's already tweeted out something about recording, which seems to imply that she's already started for Volume 9, and I can't wait to see what she and everyone else do for this volume, with all the emotions and pain that's going on, and the whole being in a completely unfamiliar territory. But this was such a fantastic performance from Aaron in that scene. Wow! One vote! It was second. It was Barbru's in second, so 2 points. So it was a second. It was a two vote choice. Oh wow, she won by 1. I wonder what would have happened if we had a tiebreaker. Oh, that would have been interesting. Wow, I did not know that it was that close. And I'm back again. Are we paying this guy overtime? Wait, we were getting paid? Oh, god damn it. I feel so bad now that I had 4 and I was bunched together. All I did was I just asked for if I could be on the voice acting one, and then Arnold and Cal delivered them out. Cheeky bugger! You cheeky little bugger, Arnold. I thought it was bad enough dropping the Monty one. Oh god, what's the 4th one gonna say? Oh god, I'm dreading that now. Oh my lord. I went for Neek with this one, and I think he deserved it as much as anyone, but all of these guys deserved it as well. Oscar Protection Squad, where were you? Again, as Oscar and Ozpin, Aaron's voice range is fantastic, where you get another twinge to know which version is in control of Oscar's body at the time. And he's really come on strong to get the boldness and braveness in Oscar's character this volume, where he's really become such a stronger character and stronger person.
As General James Ironwood.
Jason Rose, fantastic voice again.
That's all it will take.
He does so well when you can tell he's changing his tone to be darker and grimmer and dark and just more depressing and broken.
One of us is willing to do it.
And yeah, goodbye Ironwood, hello Tin Men, captured perfectly by Jason's performance. And this speech as well, very chilling. You have 1 hour to respond.
Miles Luna as Jean Arc.
Good job with him as well. He did kind of have a very quieter start, but he built up so well through this moment, where you can tell he's building on from past advice and experiences. Vomit Boy has indeed come such a long way. And of course his scream at the end when he's had to kill Penny. You feel so bad for the guy. Neef really has come on strong over the years since taking over the role from Monty. And the fact that he's not a qualified voice actor is incredible. The fact that he's so believable in moments like these, where you can tell he's rattled with emotions. He's trying to find a balance, trying to find focus and calm, but that unbalance is so wonderfully captured by Neef. In this moment, the tenderness with Nora in their discussion later on, he captured that so well for someone who is not a very experienced actor. That is brilliant. And William, I'm so glad that we got a moment to really appreciate him, because he's been doing so good as the Grim over the years, doing all the monster sounds, as credited there underneath. But here we got Hazel's conflicting emotions, him starting to make a turn, and we get the understanding of just how broken and defeated he was when going up against Salem. And William is a fantastic voice actor, and I'm glad that we got him involved as one of the top 5 votes in this category.
Jason Rose as General
But it went to Jason.
Congratulations,
And
sir.
for his final, it seems, performance in the series, what a volume load of performances to go out on. I really appreciated his hard work in just really capturing each broken stage of Ironwood all the way up to the end. I mentioned in here that I love how he twists his the way he delivers a laugh in one scene. We got like 2 and 3 laughs even. But you can tell with each way the laugh is delivered, he's getting further and further into paranoia and anger and chillingness as well. And I think Jason has really excelled in exploring all facets of the character over the years, up until this point where it's just broken and you can feel all the anger and quiet rage underneath.
Really evolved over the years.
And Aaron came second, Neith came third. Fair enough across the board for all of them. Again, like, nice spread across the board as well. Really good amount of voting. I'm glad for that, especially we're getting some for William and Miles and Neith. Every single person who was involved, every single person that was up for nomination in this category and the other ones, all deserved it. Exactly, yeah. I'm agreeing with myself in the past. This is so weird.
The guy has an absolute
oh my lord.
performance rate.
This is so weird, but I'm enjoying it all the same. Hey! Oh, he actually included it. Like that first one.
This has always been about Mantle, hasn't it?
And then another one there where you feel he's accepted his choice.
I need to make a call.
And then he makes that. That is the moment, that second laugh, where you really know he is gone dark. But that first one is like, it's the first laugh goes for like very accepting, and then focused and aggressive. Somebody call security, he won't leave. You'll never take me alive! Next time, I swear, I'll make sure that I'm in less award hosts. But again, thank you Arnold and Cal for having me on board for this. It is easily one of my most favorite moments as a content creator. I've been doing content creating for years, for like way into the early years of YouTube. This is easily one of my favorite things that I've been involved in, and I'm so respectful for involving me on this. It means a lot to me as someone who has tried to grow over the years as a person and as a content creater, and I really value this opportunity to show a little bit of myself here and be involved in such a very big celebration of the show that I love so dearly. So again, thank you Arnold and Cal. And then yes, Best Actress in a Leading Role, Elizabeth. I've loved her performances over the years, where you can get that balance of mature and you get the soldier and the person, especially with like her interactions with Weiss. But she's really come into it with this volume, and I can't wait to see what happens next for the character and with Elizabeth's performances. Jen always steals it with her creepiness. Like, ara. But she sounds so, like, calm and casual. She's having fun with this moment, even though she's torturing someone, because she knows that she's in the driving seat of this whole fight. And Jen captures that perfectly. And Lindsay, brilliant job with this as well. Creative faces also come a long way, for sure. That moment as well with Yang, Lindsay just brilliantly brings out some of the rare fragility in the character that we don't get much of. Same with Samantha as Nora. We've not seen much of this like softer, like cracks in the shield of Nora. And the fact that we get that from Samantha as well is just brilliant. She's perfect at capturing the lighthearted stuff that is like trademark Nora, and this softer side and this like conflicted emotions going on within her. And Taylor as well, I've already given out my love about her. I got no strings to hold me down. So like every single lady that was nominated here all deserved this award. But it went to
Taylor McNee.
Taylor. Yep, she more than deserved this one. Again, all of them do. But
help you.
Taylor really captured every single essence of who Penny is as a character. The sweet girl who just wants to be friends with everyone and be happy. The fighter who wants to protect everyone she holds dear and the world that she wants to be a part of. The sadness in not being respected. The anger in her voice when dealing with Cinder and that. And like the comfort that she gave to Winter at the end as well. Just like she knew that she was dying and she didn't want to leave, but she wanted to send her friend off with a smile to give her some comfort and not be the last memory of her be sad. And Taylor captured every single essence of that through her performances, and again, much like Jason with Ironwood, went out on such a high, and I'm so happy that we got more Penny to get more Taylor and get that wonderful heart that she brings to life one more time before the end. And I'm starting to wrap it up now, so I'm just going to say again, thank you, Arnold and Cal, for having me on board. I hope you all enjoyed my hosting for this. I'm sorry that you got so much of me. But yeah, if the security will let me in next time, I'll be more than happy to do another hosting. But we're not over yet. We still got a lot more of this show to go through, and I can't wait to see everyone else. This has been so much fun, and I can't wait for more. But yeah, let's get into the rest of them, shall we? Let's have enough of me. Well, past me. You're still getting more present than me. Okay, back again with Sirs and Madams. I think this is the score, yep. Shooting the score this time around.
After the fall.
Yeah, very big, very epic sounding, but it's also very tragic after just what happened with Yang. Not to be confused with the RWBY novel. Yes, make sure you get them right. But both are equally good in their own rights.
Atlantis.
Translation, Island of Atlas in Ancient Greek. True. And this was such a tragic tune because it feels so somber and mellow, but it's got like a darker edge, like the fact that we're seeing the destruction of an entire kingdom, and it's one of the last striking visuals perfectly captured by the music. Just like this, Penny's Choice. Very faint sounds, instrumentation for the last few moments of someone's life. Very fitting. Very gentle, much like Penny. And it's very enchanting to help out with the magical transfer element to it as well. And then on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, damn, Salem, you're scary. This was uncomfortable in terms of the visuals and the tune. And the piece at the end with the choir that's got actual like meaning to it as well. A fantastic piece there. I went for Winter's Gift, which was the piece that played after Winter activated her power.
Winter's Gift.
Here, yeah. Very epic and grand. It's also got like a huge like heroic edge mixed with some sadness. And then that big epic like last moment when you see Winter here coming up, where it feels both pods like awesome but also sad because it's symbolizing the end of Penny's reign as the Maiden and Winter's beginning. And the changing tides of how things were starting to go really bad for the heroes, and now it's starting to look a lot more better. And that doesn't last long.
And the winner is...
So who wins this one?
The Hound.
The Hound! Again, a fantastic tune. That chanting really helps just like symbolize the dark edge of this, and also the fact that we just seen something completely unnatural and dark. And again, the lyrical context as well really encompasses the message that you imagine the person underneath the Hound wanted to transfer over to RWBY, but obviously couldn't. The poor guy tortured so much, and the lyrics really encompass that. And that music just really sells one of the darkest moments and visuals in the entire series.
They was just heavy.
Winter's Gift came second. Good with that. And again, nice spread going along as well. Penny's Choice in third. Damn right. Without the musical stores, some scenes lose a lot of their impacts. Exactly.
Thank you guys. See you next
Much
time.
love to you guys.
Hey everyone,
Phoenix! Damn looking swagger as hell. Again, everyone going for the suit and tux, and me was a little bit too hard to go for the full ensemble.
But a little over 3 years ago, I personally think that Volume 8 is one of, if not the best volume
I can agree.
so far.
I can definitely agree with that. It has been one of the strongest volumes in the entire run, and a comfortable contender for the best.
These are your nominees for Best Episode.
Best episode. I know what this one was for me. I went for Ultimatum, but which was a good one as well. I think this again was like just before like a little break we had. Daddy Hazel to the rescue. It was very tense, very gripping with like the build up to try and find Oscar. Also, everything going on with Oscar and helping out Hazel, getting him to start to turn the corner, as well as Emerald. And it capped off with this epic fight against Salem, the big cliffhanger with the blast.
Chapter 10.
But this one was the one I went for, where we got that change in tone, almost like PvP for Volume 3, where things are going good, and immediately something turns dark, and it's a heavy blow. With so many well delivered moments like this, or the tender moments with the heroes reuniting. Again, this was like things looking great. But then it goes really, really bad again, and we start to go into the final act in a big way.
Now I have nothing.
Again, wonderful performance there by Jason.
Chapter 12.
Creation.
Do hugs always make you feel this warm inside?
So sincere. Yes. This was a very a very complicated episode to deal with all the like the rules and bending of the message and the intent of the heroes with Ambrosius and the creation. But it's also like very well scripted, very well sculptured and balanced. There's still very good entertainment going on here, great visuals. Again, Ambrosius, a fantastic new character to watch and see him like emote.
Chapter 13, Worthy.
And then this was another big moment as well, where Cinder really started becoming one of the most abysmal characters to hate, and it ends with some big moments for like this here with Yang. But this was a huge moment for Cinder as a character, where she's really starting to regain her power and dominance over the heroes. And the biggest outplay in RWBY history. Yep. Capped off with that.
Chapter 14.
And of course, the finale episode had again some more emotional moments, great action, great visuals, heavy as hell ending, and the capping off of so many arcs leading into what should be some very exciting stuff to come. Best episode goes to
Chapter 14.
And it did win it, the final episode. And I can't argue with that. Like, there were so many great episodes, and it was hard for me to choose, so I can't imagine how hard it was for everyone else. But this was like a fantastic capsule of everything that has been right with this volume. From the visual side, from the audio side, action, comedy. Well, I don't think there was much comedy, I think. But like all the emotions, great character moments. But yeah, more than deserving to win Best Episode. The only bad side about the episode, we didn't get Team Coffee. Well, that's not that big of an issue. At least for some.
And honestly, this episode should go down as...
Hello, everyone.
Critter! Oh my god! She's done a little dress. I know that her and Rigger, they work obviously with their avatar design. So I'm glad that they actually, at least Critter went the extra mile with the dress. And that's really cute on her avatar as well. That's so cute. I'm loving that.
A real grab bag of
Jack of all trades in the fandom. Yes, she is.
RWBY's got a
I love her energy, especially when you get that little chuckle at the end. I love that she includes those laughs when she could easily edit them out because she's not on camera for them. That's one thing that just really humanizes her as a content creator, I should say. So definitely go check her out. Fantastically charming to watch. And I think, yeah, this is new.
For Best New Character.
Best New Character.
Ambrosius.
I was about to say, I think we all know who's going to steal this one. I say steal, but I think he more than deserves it. The newest member of the Blue Man Group. True. A fantastic voice actor, by the way. Vincent Valentine, I believe his name is. Chatted with him a little bit on Twitter. He actually was thankful my praise in my review, and he actually checked it out. I'm very, very touched by that. But he really brought Ambrosius to life as well with like the swagger, but he's not arrogant. Fiona's uncle, we got Gus in here. Oh, that was cute. And the fact that we finally got Gus in RWBY is great. Madam, without you, I am nothing. A very small role, but you really get the vileness in her voice. Wonderfully performed by her voice actress. Rhodes, one of the most conflicting characters of late. Well-intentioned, but not well executed in terms of how he actually helped out Cinder. But I love the design, I love the use of those weapons for maces and how it works off the Colossus of Rhodes, especially with the semblance. Really cool there. And it tells you so much about Cinder's past as well. The fact that he was so dedicated to the rules and laws of the Huntsman that it became a detriment to Cinder's aid. And we got Amanda Lee for these sepstissers. I would love to get Amanda Lee on a RWBY song. She's got a fantastic singing voice. She even did a little envelope. Oh, that is cute. I love that. I'm sorry. I love that. The little extra detail to animate opening an envelope and the little drawing of Ambrosius. AKA Merlin Daddy. Yep, that was the code name. But yeah, Ambrosius more than deserved this award. He has been one of the most entertaining to watch characters in very short episodes. You're so engrossed in his actions and his mannerisms, his voice. Again, the fact that he's very confident and he got a lot of bravado in him, but he's not arrogant, he's not insulting, he's not annoying. And he sounds very sharp, and he's also excitable. He's eager to get into a fresh, exciting project. He's like a little kid with a bulging muscle. They're back at it again. And I think I know what these guys are doing as well. But here are the nominees, and I think, much like the last category with new character, we know who's going to win this. Love the Senator though, it's like the upgrade of, I can't remember the names, but it's the, I can't remember the name off the top of it, but I like the bio power to it. The Hound, I mean, it's gonna win, ain't it? It's easily the most, not just like, important Grimm that we've had since, God, I want to say, I think it's more important than the Apathy, more important than maybe even the Nukkalavi. But it's one of the most interesting Grimm that we've had in years. Even the fact that we got an impact to it long after its death now. We're going to see more of those kind of Grimms. And what a great first step into that kind of experiment of fusing Grimm with Silver Eyes, Silver-Eyed Warriors. Ravagers, also cool to see them in the animation for the first time after seeing them in After the Fall. And also, yeah, this was the winner of the Summer 2020 Grimm contest. Really cool to see some more fan involvement designs in the show. I hope we get more of that in the over the years. Would have loved to see like the full Swarm version of it in the concept art, but you know what? It's still cool to actually see it. Yes, of course, it had to be the Hound. Again, importance. Like context, layers. It's more than just a mook monster. It's its own character to the point. The voice as well, wonderfully done by Jason Liebrecht. Very uncomfortable and unsettling. It is the centerpiece to so many big moments this volume. And the fact that again, we're gonna get more of those kind of Grimm in the future really excites me.
Standout Grimm of this season.
Yeah, and again, dominated the voting, understandably. But I'm glad that there was a good amount of votes for the Sulphurfish, the Ravagers, and the Centaur. For sure. I'm glad, I know that some people were upset at the fact that, oh, the Hound went in the volume that it debuted in. But again, its impact is gonna last for a long time. It's already impacted the Silver-Eyed Warrior element. Now we got a reason to really fear now future Grimm, and also imagine who else is going to be involved in the fusion. Is it going to be just Summer that we see, or are we going to see people like maybe Maria's father, or other ones like the Warrior in the Woods from the Fairy Tales of Remnant? There's a lot of more lingering ripples in the water left by the Hound's impact that makes it, again, one of the most important Grimm in the series. Raijin again! Again, looking so much smarter looking than me.
male and male character.
Best male. I think I went for Ambrosius again. Which I think is another one that might steal it. The physical embodiment of literally. Exactly. Yeah, he's a character that defines the minor character role, making a big impact. Like, one real episode of this entire volume, but it's the biggest impact that he can make, where it's, in fact, impacting everything that comes afterwards as well. It was great to see Klein as well, especially hearing J. Michael Tatum. The Kate Butler has arrived.
It's my fault that Father.
It's just nice to see him again, seeing the mixed personalities of him. Everything to do with Jacques.
Mercury Black.
And Mercury, again, it's a shame that we only had him for a little bit, but this moment is still good for their relationship between him and Emerald, where he's really trying to survive by his own skin, but there's a little bit underneath that he's maybe not willing to accept yet, that he is worried about Emerald. Like there, he's actually thinking about Emerald's safety as well. And then Rhodes, another minor character with a big impact. The biggest impact, I would say, because next to the Madam, it's because of him being so strict to the rules of the Huntsman that he was willing to train Cinder, but not take her away from the struggles that she had as a kid. That turned her into the person that she became. And Tyrion always is just a delight to listen to and see on screen. One of the most entertaining visual characters, and Josh Grail just kills the voice acting for him as well. It's gonna be fun to see him in Vacuo.
Best male character in a minor role.
This goes to Ambrosius. Yeah, 2 awards for Ambrosius, and again, more than deserving. The most fitting winner for each category, I would say. Again, great on the visual front, great on the acting front, big impact on the story. And he took a character that could have been very grating, very meh, into one of the most entertaining small roles we've had in the series. And he really helped carry us through some of the very lengthy dialogue scenes of that episode.
I didn't think we would see him.
And he came very strong, but there's some good mixed votes around, of course, to like Klein and Tyrion, Mercury. Jacques came in last. Get in. Oh, Jacques didn't even get mentioned. He's out of the top 5, and we're not going to get any more of him in the future, I imagine, so no award for him. Yes. Now moving on to the females of a minor role, and who did I go for that? I think I went for Willow. Getting to the root of the problem. Elm, really good small role where you get more of the conflicting side where she's caught on the fence. Wonderfully done by Dawn as well. Fiona Time is just a sweetheart. Like, she's kind of taken the role of the cute faunus rep while Velvet's off screen.
Robin would be proud.
But it's good to see even someone as sweet as her is putting in the work, and shows the contrast of how those who should be doing the hard work up in Atlas, the Aesops and Ironwood, are failing, to where people like Fiona have to help out. And Jin, I mean, it's sad that it looks like we've now done with her, because the last question's been used, or we believe the last question. No guarantee on that. But it's always entertaining to see Jin, and one last go. And I like the fact that she went out with actually being used by the villains. A nice surprise in that use there. Maria, though, I hope she's okay. We didn't see anything after this episode for her and Pietro. So it should be nice and rewarding to see them when they come back. And Willow, yeah, I think this was a good one for Willow, where we see her starting to take urgency again and be protective of her kids. Like, she helped out Weiss. She still struggling, but is a very emotional character to get involved with. And it was Willow! I'm glad with that. Again, she's helping out her daughter. It's like a big moment for her character. But she's also unsure, and that shows a lot of how Weiss's impact on her helps her out a great deal as well. Where she uses her semblance to protect Whitley. She actually takes an active role inspired by her daughter.
least for me,
it looked like it from the votes. Very even again.
Her fight scene
A lot of fair votes across the board, and again, fantastic. Like Willow was a fantastic character for such a small role. Again, really respectful of like how even the minor roles can have a big impact. Seeing Willow finally take control of her life again and be there for her family is great, and really puts her in a good position now, heading into a very uncertain future. And she also has a very good design. I'm just going to leave it at that and not go anywhere else. She's a very attractive character, I'll just say that much.
What is up, people?
Amber!
And as you all know,
looking good, Amber. Love that. Really good. Very stylish. Again, looking better than me.
in anime, I'm also a Twitch affiliate.
Oh my god, it's nice to see Amber in this. If Grim were Pokemon, she'd collect them all. Damn right, she would be the Grim Pokemon trainer for sure. And we see the little doggos in the background as well. Okay, funny time. Let's have a little bit of the laughs. The third wheel. Returning the favor from Volume 3. Hey, it makes sense, and I love the animation of it. It's very stilted, but it just, that sells the awkwardness of the situation. It's very stiff, but it's also very comedic.
Do not worry.
Translation, Ruby Rose go brrr. Nice to see some of the 2D art again for that we had back with when Ruby was trying to figure out who to go for in the initiation. And Taylor did a wonderful job performing that as well, making it comedic but also insightful. A simple joke this, but hey, simple jokes can work. Wah, wah, wah. My poor boy's been in the war zone. Gonna need your attention. And go right back into seriousness. I mean, this one's gonna get it again, isn't it? It dominated the meme, and it's so goddamn funny. And that scream as well. That's one other thing about it that makes it funny. It's not just the fact that she gets ejected, and also the Among Us memes, but it's the scream from Kara. Fantastic, that. And the winner is?
Weiss gets vented.
Yeah! Double awards for just a small moment, but it's so funny. And that is a good follow-up as well. I love the relationship between Weiss and Nora. Very charming. Yeah, dominated the votes. Rocket and John keep second. I'm glad with that. Poor guy. Much love, Amber. You're so awesome. Hope to collaborate with you again and play some more Fall Guys and other games. Jeremy! Dude, looking dapper as heck. Damn, again, I should have gone full suits. I feel out of place with everyone.
Now, my channel doesn't exactly have much RWBY content at the moment.
Fair enough, but he's still a big part of it, especially online on Twitter and all the community. Go check him out online on Twitter. Yeah, he's a chill and active RWBY fan on Twitter. Go support him on Twitter. Go follow all of us on our socials. We're very good people to chat with, I'm sure. Ooh, the relationship one. This is gonna be... Alright. This is one award that I really hope my nominee wins. I went for Ren and Nora. I wanted to win because it is the most mature development I've seen for a relationship in any kind of media for some time. Goes against a lot of the norms. The Emerald and Hazel, a good relationship dynamic there, where you see like almost like where you can definitely tell like Hazel sees much of his sister in Emerald. Daddy Hazel better come back in Chibi. Hey, we got Neon Combini, so why not get a little bit of Hazel in there? Badass Hazel. This is a good contender for it though as well. 2 volumes of role reversal, and they so encompassed each other's arcs well. They worked off each other so well, and it made for this fantastically tender moment here, where Winter really does feel the most fitting person for the power. Where in the past you could say maybe RWBY would be the front leader. But this has to win it. I love the maturity in the direction where they didn't go into a relationship until they're both ready. They both have to focus on themselves because they want to have the healthiest relationship for the person they clearly love dearly. And the fact that we still got feelings of love confessed from Ren, and seeing some more understanding of their relationship from the pair of them, just wonderfully performed and written and animated. And this made it so special as well. My heart's so warm.
The protector of Mantis.
RWBY and Penny again. Very sincere stuff with them. It is unfortunate that Penny died thinking RWBY died. And yeah, and obviously unfortunate for nuts and bolts shippers, but you can still ship them in your fan arts and your fan works. You can still love the pair, much like anyone, like Ozcars shippers. They still love it, even so many years later since Volume 3. And this is like a good one. I'm glad that this is like character development and like relationships that's not just romantic. This is also like friends and family. Yeah, it's just a shame that Winter wasn't there, but this is like a big moment now for their family moving forward, where they feel free from the chains of Jacques and finally able to take small steps forward and be whole again.
For best relationship development.
That's a very long envelope.
Goes to...
Please, Ren and Nora. Please, Ren and Nora. I think that's Ren and Nora.
Not surprised in the least.
Yes!
It's
it had to be. Again, the fact that they took that very mature and against the norm approach where they don't... They both move forward together as a pair greatly, but they're not ready for that next step just yet until their personal arcs are fulfilled. And that's so important, so mature. A lot of people in real life could take very good inspiration from that. And I love the fact that that's deservingly the winner for this category. I think it's one of the best things about this volume is their dynamic and their relationship. And I'm so happy that people can see that and gave it the votes that it deserved to win. Because it's just such a sweet moment, so well executed, so well performed. And I love the fact that you get this from characters that you can see their rise and fall, where you see them just like clearly a thing, but they're not willing to take that step. And even after all these years of build up, it still feels important that they take that small little step forward. Yes!
For me, they definitely were one of the best relationships.
For sure. And I'm glad that the Schnees came second, actually. And Penny and Winter. So a lot of fair voting across the board.
To see a romance that actually...
Yes, Jeremy's getting it as well.
That these two people need to figure out who they each are as a person before they can get into a romantic relationship.
Yeah, that's the best way to build a healthy relationship, is when both guys are in the right space to not let their demons and their strife affect the other person, because they love them so much. They don't want them to be affected by their strife. And I'm glad that they got that award. And much love to Jeremy, fantastic dude. Can't wait to see some more content from him in the future.
Fanboying on the inside because of that.
Oh,
I'm just excited to be a part of the RWBY community.
Oh, I think he's tearing up a little.
So yeah, have a nice
evening, guys. Jeremy, you're getting a hug from me, dude, right now. Much love to you. Much love to you again, Phoenix. Best twist. Yeah, I went for the Hound. I think it is the biggest twist. This was good, though, where you see that Cinder was playing the long con. She was playing everyone for fools, even her own allies. And she did succeed, if not for one thing that she wasn't prepared for, and that was a self-sacrifice. And that's going to be interesting to see how that bites her in the backside in the future, betraying Neo, getting one over on RWBY. I mean, this is a big twist because it tells us of worlds beyond, like, the main realm. And it's something completely unique to itself. Like, you don't get this in the world of Remnant. So it's very exciting to see what that's going to be like in full in the future.
The Hound is a silver-eyed warrior.
Yeah, I think in general, like, all the twists around the Hound. The fact that it's a silver-eyed warrior. The fact that we hear it talk, a talking Grim. The fact that it can turn into all kinds of different forms onto it as well. It is, yeah, and like the text says, it is just the beginning. If this is the experiment, what's the finished version gonna look like? And that is all perfectly encompassed by the Hound. Yeah, this was unfortunate. Just as things were starting to turn a corner, like the tag says, it was the turning point in the volume. But suddenly we start to worry about Penny. Suddenly feels like our hero's biggest weapon, the Maiden, is now in the hands of the enemy. What's that going to do for future clashes against the friends? There was a lot of good emotional layers as well, like characterized and like how Penny is still fighting to become a human, but she's anchored by her robotic self.
And the Oscar for Best
But I
Twist
think it is
or
going to go to
Reveal
the
in
Hound.
Volume 8 goes to the Silver-Eyed
Yeah,
Hound.
had to be. Again, it is the epicenter of so many moments, filled with many twists on top of it. And it's the big twist that sets off a chain of events that's going to linger on for some time. Hey!
I'm Jacob.
Jacob and Caleb looking, again, more depth. I love the color scheme. Red, white, black, and yellow. Good job there with the color coordination, guys.
Exploration of humanity.
And no spoilers, well, no guesses needed for what my nomination was. It's Penny's death. Hazel's death. If this was his last stand, what a way to go. Again, all in favor of Ruby, Chibi, Hazel. I'm on board. This is like, it doesn't completely redeem Hazel, but it does enough. Way to salt the wound, Ruby. Yeah, I mean, you saw my reaction. I cried like 2 or 3 times from this and everything about it by itself. It was unexpected. It was tragic. It was painful. Seeing Jean having to kill Penny as well. I mean, this is wonderfully performed by both Lindsay and Barbara. And finally getting them breaking down and like discussing Summer, and Ruby more than aware of the impacts on how this means for her as well.
Salem used to kill
Very mature approach, but also just, you don't want to see these guys break down, but it's good to actually see them like vent it and express. That scream by Daenerys, wonderfully done. Like, I know that some people are a bit sour on Harriet, but it shouldn't be understated that Daenerys had a fantastic performance. And Vine, you had a bit of a small role, but your impacts were felt. It was good to see him be the voice to try and help focus and bring calm to Harriet's woes. And what a way to go.
Yang fallen.
Yeah, and then there's this as well, which was another painful thing to experience. I wonder if, because she's the first to fall and it took so long for the rest to fall, if that's going to play a part in Yang's predicament, how different things will be because she's the first to fall and it was that long ago between the rest of them. And the moment just obviously worked so well with the first time Gamble Shroud didn't reach Yang or a partner. It's the worst time for it to happen.
Penny's death.
Of course. Yes. This moment. Penny.
I don't know where the others are, but
I would have liked to have seen more of human Penny. I would like to have seen more of Penny long term. But for her character arc, for the impact that it will leave in the future on Jean, on Winter, on Ruby, even to some extent on Cinder as well, this is going to mean so much. And even before, the thing that helps this out a bit as well is the fact that Penny's always been human. She's just had a little bit of a metallic coating. But then that scream, Miles delivered so well on that, and it just made the moment so much more tragic.
Extreme this time than last time. At least he got to be there. Yes.
Dude!
He got to be
Don't
there.
say that with a smile on your face.
He didn't block an arrow.
But yeah, there's so much to the death as well, like not just in terms of how it affected obviously the end of Penny's arc, but Jean and all the other characters as well.
No, not at all.
It was tragic in the moment, impactful in the moment, and sad in the moment, and there's going to be all of that and more for many episodes to come. And it's going to be a moment that lives long as much as all the other happy moments with Penny. So yeah, more than deserved to win this. The expected outcome.
Thank you.
my name is
Lizzie, how's it doing?
and I'm going
And
to
even he's smart as well. I'm getting outshone by everyone.
If you don't know me,
God damn it.
And I make video essay monologues so perfect you can tell that they've been practicing in the bathroom mirror for weeks. These speeches give
Like I think some of us might have done for our award hosting monologues. Again, I was working on my script for a good couple of days by the time I knew what award I was doing.
in the process. These are the nominees for Best Monologue.
Best monologue. What was my vote for that? I think it was... Oh no, it was Watts' speech to Cinder. But this was really good, where you see the moment that Ironwood is now gone, full tyrant, willing to sacrifice any piece on the board to win. And it was also helped by fantastic music, the lighting, Jason killing it once again on the microphone. If I kill thousands, will you work with me? No, but he believes that that's a possibility, or at least he's willing to offer out, because it doesn't matter in the end. He'll still do it regardless, he'll still follow his plans through. But he's throwing the offer out just in case. And this and the earlier speech with May, fantastic stuff, especially with how important the earlier speech was for Caden, and wonderfully brought out to life by her. Whisper sweet nothings in my ear. And that's the thing. I love that speech because it also balances May's position well as someone who means well and is trying to do something good, but is understandably frustrated that people who could help out defend her home are caught on the fence. And this was a good moment to finally get Ozpin trying to build some of the bridges back with the heroes. That is big for him, where he finally admits a failure to those who he has wronged. With the little touch of the finger tap as well, shows that he's still nervous and scared, because that's the reason why he's kept so many of his secrets. He doesn't want to face the backlash. He's scared of losing friends and allies because of his choices. And this was a big speech as well. Not just in terms of all the Easter egg cameos and that, but big for RWBY to show her strength of heart and her drive to try and do what's best for the world by giving the speech that the world needs right now, regardless of Ironwood getting upset about it. And Dad, I'm a live streamer now. Oh my god. Well, and again, like before, you could imagine if this was RWBY in Volume 1 or 2, she wouldn't have said those things about Ironwood because she wants to see the good in everyone. But because she understands that even good people are flawed, she has to say that to help drive in the dread that's going on in the world right now, especially in Atlas. But this one I think is going to win because this is everything that not only it's everything that Watts himself has been wanting to say, and it's everything that we have been wanting to say, because it's perfectly encapsulating every mistake that Cinder has made, every flaw in her actions, brought to life by one fantastic mustache.
And the Oscar for Best Monologue.
And it goes to
Watts' speech to Cinder.
Yes, had to be. Chris Sabat adds the power and aggression on it. This is the man who doesn't care that he's on the edge. He has nothing to lose because he's finally breaking down and telling Cinder everything she needs to hear because he just hates her. It's a bloody migraine!
Alright, I was gunning for that one. So
yep, big front runner again. Glad Ironwood came second.
Yeah, there was a lot of great monologues this volume, but I
yeah,
don't think you can...
a lot of good stuff as well. I know people can be turned off by monologues when they're a bit wordy, but every single speech that we got was important to the character and to the story, and well delivered.
The sorts of things that the fandom has been saying about...
Exactly, yes. A lot of the things that Watts brought up is stuff that we were saying. Cinder drove herself forward without an actual plan. She was too confident. She was too arrogant. She wasn't thinking about all the flaws in her thinking. And now she finally got that square in her face. And it did make an impact. Even if she did still fall back to some of her quirks, she still grew from that speech. So it was rewarding, it was impactful, it was dramatic, and big to the character. And hey, Rigger?
Oh, one sec, hold on.
Oh, is he getting dressed up as well?
Okay. Sorry.
What's it look like?
Here we go. And this is
Damn it! Even a 2D sketch is better dressed than me. Oh, dude. That is cool. I love that Rigger and Critter both did that for their character art. So what is the best fight? This is always a contentious one, especially last year between Gravity and the War fight. This one got my vote because I loved how smooth and fast it is, but everyone has a part to play. There's a nice camera focus moment bleeding in from this scene to the next one here with Oscar. The music is awesome. Seeing Winter getting involved as well is grand. And it ends with that killer anime slash. Fantastic stuff. But this was awesome as well. Seeing the Aesop's just go all in on one person, but that one person is still able to match wits with them. Seeing all the different fights going on. We saw Vine use his weapon for the first and I think really the only time. Ooh, poor guy. And this was also like the first time seeing Penny use the Maiden Power for combat.
Salem versus Hazel.
This was awesome to see two unstoppable forces going up against each other. Oh god, that quote. I could watch this fight over and over and over and over and over. Oh god, that little meme of Arnold's. But yeah, again, I love the fact that this is like Hazel, the unstoppable force. Actually, I guess he's more the immovable object versus Salem, who is the unstoppable force. Like, this is brutal as hell. Anyone else? That's it. Just squished on the floor, you're dead. But Salem can keep on going that and getting back into the action. And that made for an interesting fight because it was so brutal and vicious, but it kept on going. And this was cool as well, to seeing like the whole scale of the fight, making it more like a horror chase scene with both the Hound and the Senator as well. And seeing everyone involved. This was like the first proper fight for the Hound as well. And it was a match for all of them.
Team Ruby and Penny versus Cinder and Neo.
Oh, of course, yeah, the grand scale fight against everyone in this place. Which is impressive because of all the background animations as well. All the crowds, all the visual effects with the central bridge. 5 versus 2. What could possibly go wrong? Bonk! Everything could go wrong! And it did! But it was still well animated, especially with all the backdrop stuff, like I said. And he's got art animation as well for this. Yes! Got that one right as well. So satisfying. And the fact that it was like a well-coordinated plan, executed to perfection with everyone, and then we saw the planning stuff afterwards really helped it out. Fantastic stuff there. And then you get this rapid poking going on. And leading up to one of the coolest single attacks in the series, Winter Slice! Lovely stuff, that. Again, it was perfect pieces all put together to make one kick-ass, short but very layered fight. And much love to Rigger as well. Go check him out. Definitely go check out his What If series. He's just started that and he's really putting his own to it, and it's good stuff as well. So go check him out there, and everyone again. I'm saying that a lot, but I'm serious. Go check them all out.
I'm Kelly. I'm Sadie.
Hey, Kelly and Sadie, the Zhao Long pair. How are you doing?
We do live streams.
Advocates of Yors and Bihar. God damn it, that memes. Those memes, I should say.
Occasionally we dip into cosplay, hence all the chaos in the background.
By the way, fun fact, I met these guys at RTX London, the first one, when they were dressed up as Yang and Blake as Beauty and the Beast. I did not know it was them. I did not recognize them in the costume. I met them like near the merch aisle, and I had a quick picture of their cosplay. It was fantastic as well. I didn't realize it was them until much years afterwards, and I was kicking myself. I was like, I knew these guys. Like I knew of like the Xiaolong like cosplays and that, but I didn't know it was them there, and I met them in person. For years later, that really upset me. So maybe one year, very soon, when everything gets right in the world, I can fix that and actually speak to them as content creators in person. The best supporting male character. Let me see what my vote was for that. Watts, very good part play in how he like supported the villains, how he worked off with Ironwood there. Oh no, it's Marrow, sorry. Oh yeah, I actually went for Marrow. Again, he did well to play off with Winter, with the Aesops, with Ironwood. Interesting to see how he handles things moving forward. Pietro, again, it's a shame that we didn't see anything of him afterwards, after Amity. But I'm excited to see how he handles things with no more Penny around.
There might be a better way.
This was, again, a small volume for Crow, but it was a big one, finally seeing him in some falling back into his darkness and some tragedy, but saved and supported by Robin, and seeing the actual impacts that Clover had on him. And Whitley, he finally shook off the nickname Shitley and started to show that without Jacques, he can be his own person. He can be a bit of a tsundere, but he can take everything that he's learned from Jacques and do good. He can be maybe a Jacques 2.0, but in the best way possible. It's still him, just everything that Whitley can be better. And who's it go to?
Arthur Watts.
Arthur Watts! Damn, Watts is slaying it for what is his last volume. But hey, more than deserving. Again, he supported well with Cinder here. Again, fantastic performances by Chris Sabat.
You deserve this, Arthur.
And he went out in a very fitting way for his character, where he's at his high. He feels like the smartest man in Atlas, but he got manipulated by someone who was just a little bit smarter. But that was close voting again across the board. Marrow, Whitley, I'm glad Whitley got some votes as well, big votes there. Best female supporting character, I went for Yang. I felt she was very supportive to Ren, to Jean, to Oscar, to Ruby later on as well, and she played a very integral role. Blake as well, supporting with Ruby, and that moment again with screaming for Yang. May, another fantastic example of the supporting character done right, elevating the characters around her while still being very entertaining by their own rights. And yes, representation matters. Trans rights. Be supportive of everyone. Love is love. Please. Come on, just be good people to everyone. And Caden, much love. Fantastic performance, really elevating that character up to such a strong role. And Neo. Again, always a delight to watch with her visual animations. Just like one of the most entertaining characters to watch. Their physical interactions. Her interactions with these two were great. Just that, you get so much character out of her. And I'm very excited to see what she's like in the Wonderland world. Working off Jean, the RWBY girls, and how she handles being betrayed again by Cinder.
Snowshoe shipping is an SDC.
Wise was a very good supporting character again, mostly in regards to not Penny, to Nora. And again, good stuff there. She helps bring out some of the understanding of, from her own experience, who can you be when you step away from the people who try to weigh you down, or the things that weigh you down. But yeah, I went for Yang because of how she is the character I think had the most supporting angles in the volume, and every single one of them were executed perfectly.
Character in a supporting role is.
Is it going to be the Xiaolong pair with Xiaolong? Just like with Taylor and Penny?
Yang Xiaolong.
It is! It almost seems fated.
Look.
But yeah, it just works because she was so supportive to everyone. She still made her own impact. Still awesome to watch in action. Still had a few good laughs, great interactions. She is such a developed character over the years, and she's become so integral to so many other characters. Wonderfully performed by Barbara, wonderfully animated. She is my favorite of the Team RWBY girls for a reason, and this volume just really cemented that choice because she is support and strength. Well delivered by everything going on in this volume. Very good spread again. Sunny! Oh, that is a nice looking dress. Damn, everyone, again, best dressed award needs to be given out to some of these guys. It definitely ain't giving it to me.
I'm also into very different things, especially biology.
You can also tell how sunny it is right now by the light changing. It has been a long video. Right, so, Ain't Arthur. But this was, again, his best volume, I think. Last volume was... Actually, no, I would say maybe last volume was his better one because he, like, how well he played off, like, Ironwood, how integral he was to, like, the breakdown there. Cinder was my vote, though, because this was a big volume for her as a villain, but also as a character. She is integral to the defeats of many of our heroes. She's manipulated both Ally and... she's manipulated Watts, Neo, and Salem here. And we saw more about her motivations for the first time that really made us understand why she is the villain. At the same time, though, Ironwood really took his descent into becoming a tyrant. Someone who has good intentions, but his paranoia, his fear, and his unwillingness to be anything but the only savior of Atlas really come back to bite him. And Neo is always an entertaining villain to watch, and I think this was also a good volume for her to actually get something that makes us somewhat hate her because of her role in well, to some extent Penny's death, also her role in knocking Yang off into the void. But at the same time, she's also very endearing, and we can understand her motivations as well. Salem, another awesome villain performance from her, where we see her actually interact with the heroes in person and show her fierceness here. Her, like, arrogance and, like, commanding presence over Oscar when she was torturing him. And again, like I was saying earlier, how confident she is as well. This was really good stuff for her. But who's gonna win it? It was Salem, right, okay. Because I was thinking it was going to be... I think, for me, Cinder's the most deserving. Because, again, it's great villain volume and also great character volume. And she's a bad guy that's affected hero and villain. She wasn't even top 3. I'm surprised by that, actually. I would have at least thought top 3. But I guess Salem's, like, strong commanding presence over the heroes. Ironwood's dark descent, Watts' big impact on everyone. I guess they overpowered it, but I would have felt Cinder was the more deserving villain overall. But that's not to say that the winner, Salem, and everyone who went above her didn't deserve it either, and those below. We are here at the last ones. Oh boy, we finally gone through this, boy. The creators and organizers of the Oscars, and 2 awesome people as well. Best leading male, I gave that to, I believe, Neef. Not Neef, Ren. Neef as Ren, but Ren. Because this was his biggest volume, I feel, where he's really shown that he's more than just the calm voice. We see the reasonings for some of his actions in the last volume as well. We see him take great mature strides forward for himself, for his relationship with others like not just Nora, but Jean and Yang. Hazel earlier, his biggest volume yet, where we see him take his necessary and needed turn. Ironwood, again, the badass, the chilling antagonist, where you feel sorry for him, but you know that he has to be stopped, and he is a commanding, intimidating presence in every scene that he's in, especially with his allies, like here.
Jean Arc.
Great volume for Jean, where he's really shown like the tag says there, the thinking man's huntsman. He's become the huntsman that I'm sure Pyrrha would have wanted, that he wanted to have been himself, where he's seen him back to his strong leadership roles, his strong supportive roles. But for me, it's got to be Ren. I think this has been his strongest volume, where he feels a more fleshed out, layered character. He's stronger in heart and stronger in spirit. Great chemistry, like, again, here with the Aesops. So where he's like led the charge for other characters and also his own arc and relationship. And also just Neef did a fantastic job with the character as well. Again, with limited experience in voice acting, he kills it. Oscar and Ozpin, though, it's interesting that they're collaborating together. I guess they are kind of like part and parcel the same character to an extent. This was also another good volume for Oscar, where we've seen him take charge, make his own choices and be trusted with it, help out Emerald a great deal as well, and show great respect and trust in Hazel's plight and understanding here. So I think this would be a good pick for him as well. But for me, it's got to be Ren, I would say.
And the Oscar goes
Let's have a look.
to Oscar Pine and Ozpin.
Hey, it is Oscar. He's finally got one. He didn't get any last volume, but Oscar finally got an Oscar. And I guess Ozpin as well. But again, he was a leading character to himself and to others. We're starting to see him become the leader and the fighter and the protector of the world that he could be, regardless of his own woes and strife. He feels a very integral part of the heroes now, both in terms of like bonding and socializing and in action as well. So yeah, I think he's more than deserved this as well. I still would have gone for Ren, but when he got, Ren did come second. I'll take that. I'll take him becoming second in this.
A very new and improved version of himself.
Yeah,
especially with everything that he's
I very much agree with that. This is the expected outcome of his growth over the volume and the last couple of volumes as well, where he seemed become bolder, braver, smarter, kinder, but also willing to take action and not just rest on the laws of his friends and allies. And it's good to get Oscar and Oscar. But he's finally got an Oscar. Good on him. Best leading female, I went for Winter, but I could also have seen it gone for Penny. It was a toss-up between those two for me. But I'm glad that Emerald got onto this. Fun fact, I was brought on to help out organize some of the categorizing, and I did help Emerald get into this category because she was a leading charge for Hazel, for weakening the enemies, for helping out the heroes. She played an integral part in that fight against Ironwood. This was also a strong volume for Nora, where we're starting to see some of the stuff that I've seen in Nora over the years, but we're seeing it more frequently. That there's heart and hardship underneath all the laughs and the strength. And her dynamic with Ren and Penny, Weiss, great leaps forward there. But I think it's going to go down between Penny and Winter because they were the most integral leading characters amongst the females this volume. The protector with a heart of gold. Damn right she is.
The general. They were our friends.
So sad that Penny's gone, but she's left such an impact on so many characters, on the story. Honestly, I like this version of Penny more than the original because we've gotten to see a lot more of the developments and the growth in her. And speaking of development and growth, RWBY, we've finally seen more of her weaknesses, her lacking in confidence. We've seen her bend and break by the experiences around her more. But I did go with Winter over Penny just because this was Winter's biggest volume. I think last volume was big for Penny, where she's kind of balanced that and this volume. But this is where we see Winter hold on to the shackles of trying to become who she wants to be and also dealing with wanting to be with her family and friends and Ironwood and all that. But it did go to Penny, and again, I got no qualms with that. If there's, I guess in the sense that if you're thinking about the leading female character that defined this volume, it is Penny. In so many ways. Happy and sad and funny and charming and everything in between. This was a volume to remember for Penny. No surprise that Winter came second. RWBY came third. That's good. And good for Nora as well, getting in there as well. I'm so glad that we've done this. But I'm also sad to see it go. Much like this volume.
With our fellow RWBY tubers, make sure that you guys check them out. They will all have links in the description down below. And you guys should also check out the artist that made our thumbnail, Keith.
Yes, go check out Keith. He did a fantastic job with the thumbnail.
Commission him and all of that stuff. You know, for all your OC, Pokemon, RWBY type needs.
He is a very talented guy with all kinds of art styles. Go check him out.
So if that's something you're interested in, you should definitely check him out. And we will be here continuing continuing to entertain you with videos or with art during the RWBY Volume 8 hiatus. And thank you to everyone who voted, watched, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Oh my god. And that is it. I let those guys go on because I didn't want to speak over them and I wanted to hear their final message. But yeah, that's it. The Oscars are done for this year. And again, I've said it so many times in this, but I'll say it again. Thank you so much to Arnold and Cal for bringing me on board for one of the most rewarding experiences I've had as a content creator. Thank you for giving me a platform for being able to showcase a little bit of myself to this fandom that I love so much, to this show that I love so much, to the RWBY that I love so much as well. It means so much to me to be brought on for this and be just a small part of something so special and so entertaining. I promise that next year you won't get as much of me. I'll make sure of that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching the Oscars this year. Again, please make sure you watch the full version first to enjoy the full experience. And yeah, here's to Volume 8, one of the most entertaining volumes of the series. Here's to every single person that has worked on this show so hard, especially over this last year with all the struggles they've had to deal with. And thank you again to everyone who has been a part of this project as well with me, from Arnold and Cal to all the other hosts. Thank you all so much, and I hope you all enjoyed this reaction as well. Leave your comments down below, hit the subscribe and bell buttons, follow me on Twitter, you know all the jazz. This has been a long one, so I'm wrapping up now. But until next time, have a good day or good night, and let the curtains come down. Peace out.